Hi guys, my name is Jacob Thomas, and I'm going to be talking to you about my community. And my community is Spearfish, South Dakota. It's just a pretty small town. We have about 10,000 people live here year round, and we have about 5,000 people at the local university. So I guess if you count them, it's about 15,000 people. Um, the problem that I was focusing on for this class was child hunger. In my community, I didn't realize that there was actually a problem with this. We seem to be pretty sheltered in our community. You have about 15% of our population lives in poverty, but I didn't connect poverty and hunger, if that makes sense. I just thought they were kind of two separate entities. But when I started to look into schools and really that issue, it started to open up a lot for me. So the problem for my community and what I focused on in my innovation was child hunger on the school level. Um, this is a problem. It's a growing problem in schools across the United States, and it seems that there is a focus on school lunches, like free and reduced lunch program, which is a great program in schools. But in our area, we're missing the breakfast part, and I think that's huge for kids. I think that if you don't have a proper breakfast, it's really hard to get your day going. So that's where I focused on. My wife is a teacher. I want to teach eventually, and so really digging into that problem was something that opened up a lot of doors for me. There's a lot of possibilities for this, I think. One of the tests that I ran was running this by some administrators at my wife's school, and they seemed really interested in it. The only problem is always funding. It seems that we can never find a solution for how to fund these programs. My idea was to just do maybe like a granola bar and a piece of fruit or something like that in the morning to get kids going and to just get them one meal, maybe if that's the only thing that they have. I think my solution is unique because a lot of schools don't have that program in our area. So just introducing it to administrators is something that was huge for me. It was hard. It was hard to present it in a way that got them excited about it. But I think in the end, they were really interested in that program and getting kids to be able to eat. I think that's just something that is at the core that humans want. We want everyone to eat, even though it seems so simple. It seems to be something that's really difficult in our society. Um, for me personally, uncovering this problem has created a new person. I really have gotten more invested in my community itself. I've taken part in different food drives and things like that in the last couple of months just to really dive into my community. I'm not originally from here, so it was hard for me because I kind of felt like I was on the outside and maybe I shouldn't be going in that way. But to really get involved in the community and to get to know people and to understand more problems and more solutions. There's a lot of people that are doing great things in every community, but to really talk to people and to figure out like, hey, we can do this together. We can get this problem, we can fix this problem. I think that people should invest in this because it's universal. Everyone has to eat. So if we can start in a school and affect all those kids, every kid has to go to school. Now, it doesn't have to be a public school, but every kid does go to school. And if we can hit all those public school kids and get them the nutrients that they need and start to hinder that hunger, we can really open people's eyes to that and we can affect a lot of people. So I think that that's why my innovation is kind of unique and why people should kind of jump on board. Um, my proposal is that I want people to bring this to their local schools. I want people to go to their school board meetings and ask, hey, can we introduce a breakfast program? Can we do a free and reduced breakfast program? Not just lunch, but more. I want people to really do more. I want them to take it to the next step. I think once this becomes reality, you'll start to see kids be more focused. You'll start to see kids more excited to be in school and more wanting to learn. I just think that it betters everybody in that system. Now, there's obviously problems outside of that, but this is the issue that I want to focus on. So, child hunger, getting kids on board with that, getting administrators on board with that, and getting the community on board. I think if we can all work together, this is a really good solution to a problem that I didn't even realize existed in my own community.